Hey guys, how's it going? Mickculla here again. Another round of Kyber Kup 1v1 action going on. My next opponent is Baloran. I hope I pronounced it right. First matchup is Emperor versus 40 Loop. Which is funny because it's the first Emperor I've seen in tourney, so nice change of pace. See how it goes. Here's his deck. Pretty nice deck, actually. I like the net. So, 40 Luke has problems against Emperor sometimes just because his health is so low for a melee hero, and Emperor Palpatine presses button, everything goes crazy. So here, I'm trying to set up my normal push, but he's got a good counter for it. So I see the MTV in the dewback, and I just throw my turret down, because I figured there's not an ATSD if there's an MTV. I want to kill this real quick, but I end up running into turret range and then dying really easily. And unfortunately, he doesn't die quick enough to that. So he gets Bladesman down, does a bunch of AoE, and he kind of ruins my push. So I'm lucky these guys aren't in tower range, but I'm basically just sitting around waiting for his stuff to push now. But he ends up getting a really good push here, and I screw up by putting Chewie outside of turret range. So my turret is doing no damage, and that was really bad. So I throw down a turret just to try and protect my turret as much as possible. I know it's going to die. He nets. I just kind of dove over it, so I'm hoping to kill him, and I was hoping to get out something before this, but with no ATSD, I can allow a little bit of chip damage here, so it's not too bad. And I know he doesn't have an MTV ready, so I thought this was my time to shine. This is my big push. So I get a tank out. I gotta protect my tank against these guys, but I got my ability ready, so I tank the damage, kind of get out of range of my guys so he can't AoE everything down. And then hopefully my guys do work. But he ends up killing my boomerang guys super quickly, which kind of puts a kibosh on everything. So we're back to even basically. Well, he's ahead because he's got turret damage. But we're back to where we started before that push, which is kind of a big waste by me, unfortunately, because I had the advantage where he didn't have his MTV up. So now he's got MTV ready to go. There it is. So I was just kind of waiting for it. So I can just throw my turret down when it gets into range. I think I even do it before because I was max energy. It's not a big deal. It's a couple ticks. I want to take care of this guy as soon as possible. I end up focusing down on this. But here's the problem. I kind of get wrecked by his special. So I lose a lot of damage. I gotta go get health. And then the push kind of falters. I missed the health pack. So he's really good at staying away from danger as Palp. So it's hard to deal damage to him very successfully. Like, he still has 2 health packs, so I end up getting wrecked by these guys because I roll back in. So I'm trying to defeat as much as possible here, but he ends up killing everything. I end up blocking these guys because I thought he would die quicker, but he ends up living through it, and I end up losing. I think if I put the Wookiee back here, I would have been okay if I put it on him, but I thought I would be able to kill those a couple faster. So he ends up pulling out the win. That's not too bad. Like, he played really well. He was really good Palp. He played back a lot, so he didn't get hurt very much, and he didn't take very much damage. That's the one thing you gotta do as Palp. He was able to put out DPS while not dying. And then this is probably my closest match of the whole tournament. This one was pretty intense. I was screaming at my computer. So he plays Ezra, and I'm playing Dengar. I figured it's your basic, when I started, it's your basic Ezra deck. I think I ended up being right. He has Gunk. He's got a little bit Gunk and Twilight Troopers, which is a little different than most. But it's still, you're going for broke here. So he puts out a Gunk Droid. I just do a little damage to it in the turret, just trying to clear my hand. I started out with Stun, MTV, and TIE Fighter. So I just wanted to clear it, so get some free damage on the Gunk here with Forlom. He makes a mistake by throwing the Boomerang guy in the wrong lane. It was pretty close, and I make the mistake of trying to stun it when I didn't need to. So I just make sure I kill Kanan here. I just want to die, so I figured this was pretty well taken care of. I end up getting a little chip damage, but he throws out a Gunk into Bladesman, which I think was a little bit of a mistake. So I take out most of this with a TIE Fighter. Pretty good. So I got time. I have Dewback and MTV with a stun, so I can take all the time in the world. I kind of want to keep Dewback just in case he plays Kanan, but it's the easiest one to just backspawn. Like, you don't really want to backspawn an MTV because it just gets towers too quickly. So, but I end up seeing he plays the Bison here, so I just spawn my guy back here because if he... The problem I'd have is he plays Gunk here when the Bison hits here. So if he plays Gunk over here, I can just forlom it. It's not a big deal. So I want as much damage done. So here he plays it correctly, and then here I get a good stun off. Unfortunately, I wanted this Sand Trooper to attack this guy, but I get forlom to do it. And here comes Kanan, so I just throw a Bladesman. I make sure he's attacking me, so he's not deflecting. And at level 1, he doesn't do too much damage, so it's not too bad. I get really lucky here. That was super close to going off, but Bladesman got another attack off, so he was dead. This gets the lock under tower. So I'm just gonna do a little damage here, run away. But over here, I have an MTV going and Bladesman, so I get a lot of damage down there. So I split up the damage well. I kind of didn't want to do that because it's a pain in the ass. Like, you just want to get one tower protected. But here, I get killed, and I didn't get anything off to kill the Gunk. So he gets this. But the good news is I finally get to use my passive. So I'm doing a lot of damage right now. So I'm not too worried about this. I got a full tower back here. I want to make sure he doesn't block anything. I'm trying to get damage down on this, so I only have 15 seconds left. I was super pissed. I was trying to get my grenade off, but he killed me before. So he drops a Gunk. Do this. And I was like, okay, whatever. Like, I just used my TIE Fighter. I got nothing left, so I have to run. I stun that stuff, and I just throw my grenade. I just have to kill it. So, and then he's focused on killing me while I drop my MTV. He doesn't see it. He tries to drop the Bison in time, but it's just not there. So, I just have to try and stay alive. So he tries to kill me, but I get the health back. I got 2 Dewbacks moving down, and then he dies trying to kill the MTV. So I just run up and shoot, and that's GG. So we end up tying. But that was super close. Like, I was freaking out there for a lot of times. So that was really cool. Baloran, he played 2 different heroes I haven't really seen yet. So he played really well as well. So those were some fun games. Hope you guys enjoyed them as much as I did, and I will talk to you later.